All right, so Tesla just released their Q3 production and delivery numbers on Friday, and it's pretty good. 145,000 produced and 139,300 delivered.
And a shout out to Hypercharts, as always, for their awesome charts. You can see here the 43% year-over-year increase. I mean, that's amazing. They did that in the middle of a pandemic.
Yeah, and they beat their previous delivery record by 24%.
Don't forget that Tesla hasn't produced any Model Ys in China, and Tesla is only production limited. So next quarter, we may see the first Model Ys being built and sold in China.
Now, Tesla hasn't broken out the numbers between the Model Y and the Model 3, but Gally and the gang over at Hypercharts have some really solid estimates. So we're probably looking at about 90,000 Model 3s and 34,000 Model Ys delivered this quarter. As you can see in green, that's the Model Y there. So yeah, if next quarter China starts producing them as well, that green bar is going to get a whole lot bigger.
Exactly, and that just leads to more sales for Tesla, which is more revenue, which is more profit because they're actually selling these cars at a profit.
So to put this in perspective, let's look at GM's Chevy Bolt sales in Q3.
So it's up 17% quarter over quarter, up to 5,682. Not bad. Not Tesla, but not bad.
But what's really cool here is that BEV cumulative sales in the US just reached 1 million. And most of those, of course,
are Teslas.
So there's a common story here that comes out pretty much every quarter when the numbers come out where it's like, Tesla did pretty good, but there's still a weak demand.
Which, no, doesn't make any sense, first of all. They seem to do this thing where they say, it either met or didn't meet expectations. And the expectations that they're talking about weren't the numbers that Tesla provided. This is an amalgamation of all the analysts, and then you average them together, and then that is the expectation.
Right.
Which, I'm sorry, doesn't really make a whole lot of sense that would be the expectation. And if you meet the expectation, it seems like that should be fine because that was what was expected. That's what an expectation is. But it's expected that you exceed the expectation? That's not what expectations are. I'm just flabbergasted by this logic.
And then the other part of the story is almost always that like, oh, well, the stock dipped. But if you look at this chart here, this is a 1-week chart. The stock went up in anticipation. For some reason, it came back down, but that's where it was at the beginning of the week.
Well, it's not like it's dipped very much. And let's just keep in mind for a second that a year ago, we were at 255.
Wow, so 255 up to 420. That's quite a rise.
Before the stock split. Before the stock split, it was at 255.
Oh, so
now
that's like it being at $50 a share.
$50 a share. Up to now, we're talking in the 400s,
right.
And now we're complaining, oh, it dropped about $10. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. I mean, it would be one thing if it fell to $25 a share. I would understand. You'd be like, wow, I guess they really missed the mark. They haven't. There's no story here. It's just FUD. It's just like, well, how can we tell the news story so that it's interesting and engaging and is going to hopefully lead to Tesla's demise? I know. We'll lie. They didn't exceed expectations. Did they come close or meet? They did meet expectations, but that's not good enough. What?
Yeah, and this is the kind of stuff we talk about on our Investor Club. We're going to be doing that on Saturday at 11 a.m. So join us over on Patreon at the $10 level, and we're going to be talking about all sorts of disruptive investing topics. Hey everybody, thanks so much for watching Now You Know Clips.
You can watch full episodes of Tesla Time News on Mondays and in-depths on Fridays. Just click the link down below to head over to the Now You Know channel.